Good day, everyone. We are the Group 1 and we're going to discuss the deposition of witness. First is the meaning of deposition of witness. It is a formal statement made by a witness under oath outside of the courtroom. It is typically recorded by a court reporter and can be used as evidence in court. Since the formal statement po is made by a witness under oath, it was made before the trial begins. The deposition was already recorded. The first purpose of the deposition is to preserve the testimony of the witnesses. Depositions allow witnesses to provide their testimony before the trial, even if they are unable to attend the court hearing. Use of depositions. The deposition of a witness, whether or not a party, may be used by any party for any purpose if the court finds. Yung depositions po ay maaaring gamitin ng any party if the court finds na they are unable to attend the hearing. The first reasons that if the witness resides at the distance more than 100 kilometers from the place of the trial or hearing, or is out of the Philippines, unless it appears that his absence was procured by the party offering the depositions. That the witness is unable to attend or testify because of age, dahil po sa edad, dahil sa pagiging sakitin or kahinaan ng kalusugan, or infirmity or imprisonment, or dahil sa pagkakakulong. That the party offering the deposition has been unable to procure or unable to obtain by the party the attendance of the witnesses by a subpoena. Second is discovery. Depositions can help parties gather informations and evidence that may be used at the trial. Since dun po sa depositions of witness that was made before the trial begins, nangyari na po dito yung pag-gather ng information that may help the parties to gather information na magagamit nila as evidence during the trial. Third is impeachment. In impeachment, depositions can use to impeach witnesses if they contradict their testimony at the trial. Since na meron na po tayong deposition of witnesses, hindi na po ito pwedeng i-contradict ng witnesses during the trial. It is because it was made under oath, or pwede sila makasuhan ng kaso of perjury kung pasisinungalingan nila yung nauna nilang statements na made under oath. A deposition is an opportunity to form a better case evaluation. It is not solely about obtaining favorable testimony. For example, a witness version of events would undermine your case. That's something both parties should know about long before the trial begins. Dito po na masasabing ang deposition is tend to eliminate surprises before the trial begins. Kasi po dito na malalaman ng both parties yung weak spots based on the respective cases na relevant dun sa question na in case na mangyari po yung cross-examination, judge will easy to determine the lied statements or the false statements that was made by a witnesses.
Of deposition at the trial or upon the hearing of a motion of an interlocutory proceeding, any part of all or all of a deposition so far as admissible under the rules of evidence may be used against any party who has present or represented at the taking of the deposition or who had due notice thereof in accordance with any of the following provision. Ang sa pagkakaintindi ko po, ang ibig sabihin po ng interlocutory proceeding ay court hearing that focus on a specific matter related to a trial during a life cycle of the case. Example po dun ay summary of judgment or application for injunction po. Tapos ay, ang letter A po ay, any deposition may be used by any party for those for the purpose of contradicting or impeaching, impeaching the testimony of the deponent as a witness. Dito po ay pwede pong tutulan ng kabilang partido ang sinasabi po ng witness, tsaka po pwede pong ma-impeach ang isang witness. Tapos po ay sa BI, the deposition of a party or anyone who at the time of taking the deposition was an officer, director, or managing agent of a public or private corporation, partnership, or association which is a party may be used by an adversive party for any purposes. Letter C. The deposition of a witness, whether or not a party, may be used by any party for any purpose if the court finds number one, the witness is a dead, or two, the witness, if out of the province and it's at greater distance than 20, 50, 50 kilometers for the place of trial or hearing, or is out of the Philippines unless it appears that his absence was proceeded by the party offering the deposition, or three, that the witness is unable to attend to testify because of age, sickness, infirmity, or imprisonment, or four, that the party offering the deposition has been unable to prosecute the attendance of the witness by subpoena, or five, upon application and notice that such exceptional circumstance exists as to make it desirable in the interest of justice and with due regard to the importance of presenting the testimony of witness orally in open court to allow the position to be used.
Morning po, good afternoon, good evening, kung anong oras ito pinapanood. So, ito po, publiko Kim-ayan po from 4B. Magre-report po ako ng sample of deposition of first of all, itakal po natin, ano po ba ang deposition of witness? So, ang deposition of witness po ay isang formal process kung saan po ang ating witness ay nagpro-provide po ng sworn testimony outside of court. Tapos po, usually po ito po ay nangyayari during pre-trial phase ng isang legal case. So, ito po ay ginagawa dahil po para po mas mag-gather, para po mas makapag-gather ng information, para ma-clarify yung facts and circumstances po, para po makapag-gather po ng credible credible ground po ang both parties natin. So, ang nangyayari po dito, syempre po, dito po tayo. So, yan po. So, dito po sa deposition of witness na to, ang ating pong witness ay si Sarah Carter. So, Miss Sarah Carter po ang ating witness dito. So, una pong mangyayari diyan ay siya po ay magte-take oath na lahat po ng sasabihin niya ay ang katotohanan at pawang katotohanan lamang. After po nun, syempre po, nag-under oath na po siya. Ibig sabihin, yung sasabihin niya lang po ay yung facts. Facts lang po talaga ang tinatanggap dito. So, yun po. Yung tatawagin po siya sa court nung attorney. Yan. Tapos po, bibigyan po siya ng mga questions for the purpose para makapag-gather ng evidence po sila, no? So, tatanungin po siya, babatuhin po siya ng mga tanong. Ang trabaho lang naman po ng ating witness dito ay syempre, mag-provide lang po ng sagot na accurate or tama. So, sasabihin niya po kung ano lang po yung nalalaman niya, kung ano lang pong scope ng knowledge niya about sa certain things. Kasi po once po na nag-lie siya, consequence po, siya po ay pwedeng makulong sa kasong perjury dahil nga po siya ay nag-take oath na ang sasabihin niya lang po ay katotohanan at pawang katotohanan lamang. Usually naman po sa disposition of witness ay yun lang po ang nangyayari. Ah, para po magtatanong lang po yung ating both party, pag yung plaintiff, pag after po niya magtatanong po siya ng mga questions, which is sasagutin naman po ng ating witness. After po nun, pwede po itong i-challenge ng ating defendant or yung kabilang panig. Pwede nyo po itong ano, yung kung may naglalap, may lapses po ba or something, pwede po nila itong i-challenge. Yun lang po yun, yun po yung direct examination, cross examination, direct, recross, vice versa. Yun lang po. Hanggang po masatisfy po sila, complete po nila yung evidence na kailangan nila, yung facts na kailangan nila para sa case. So, yun lang naman po to. Syempre po ito po ay ito po ay recorded ng ating court reporter na isusulat niya po ito sa isang transcript po. Minsan po ito type or videotape, no? Tapos po, after po nun ay review and signing po, which is yung witness po natin, ire-review niya po yung na-record po ng ating court reporter, i- i-re-review i-review niya po. So kapag po okay na po siya doon sa na-review niya, so yung po magsasign po siya na accurate or yung po para ma-certify po na accurate po yung mga sinasabi niya na parang kumbaga po parang ah, for the proof of accuracy, pumirma po siya doon. Yun lang po, ma'am. Thank you.